Our dear people is back at home. How are you? I want to believe that you are fine and you are doing well. I would like to take this opportunity to welcome you for our social studies lesson today. That is class 7, whereby we are going to discuss about the trade blocks in Africa. But before I just do that, I feel it is important to start by reminding you what you are supposed to do in order to assist in curbing the spread of this deadly virus, that is corona. That kindly remain at home. But if you are forced by circumstances to leave your home, then always put on your mask. Avoid shaking people's hands. Wash your hands thoroughly using water and soap. And if you have the sanitizers, the better. Something else you are supposed to do is that maintain social distance. Avoid touching your nose, your eyes, your mouth using your hands, because we are told that this virus settles on different surfaces and our hands are prone of touching these surfaces. So please kindly check on that. Above all, let us continue praying to our God, because I know our God is faithful and is going to see us through this. Having said that, now allow me to talk about the topic of the day. I've told you that we are going to discuss about trade blocks in Africa. Trade is the buying and selling of goods and services. This is the buying and selling of goods and services. That is the definition of the word trade. Now, in the past, people used to carry out trade, and they used to exchange goods for other goods. This type of trade was known as barter trade. And even today, there are some people who are still doing that, exchanging goods for other goods. This type of trade, I've told you, it is known as barter trade. Because before the coming of the Europeans, we did not have money as a medium of exchange. Now, allow me to talk about some terms that we are going to encounter as we discuss about a trade. One, we have what we call domestic trade. Domestic trade, this is a type of trade that takes place within the country. We also have another term that is bilateral trade. This is a type of trade that is carried out between two countries. We also have another term that is multilateral trade. This is a trade that is conducted among many countries. Then lastly, we have what you call international or foreign trade. Now, my dear pupils, bilateral trade and multilateral trade, they make up what you call international or foreign trade. Because when you talk about international, we mean that it is something that is conducted in more than one country. That is outside one single country. So if you carry out, for example, trade outside Kenya, then that one is already an international. We are going to the international arena. Now, allow me to talk about the trade, the regional trade, the regional trade organizations, organization in Africa, regional trade organization in Africa. Now, regional trade is carried out among countries within the same geographical region. When we talk about the same geographical region, like in Africa, Africa is divided into different geographical regions in relation to the compass direction. We have Eastern countries, or East African countries, South African countries, West African countries, Central African countries. We have Northern African countries. So these are what we are calling the geographical regions of Africa. In regional trade, countries have a common market and free what you call free trade among members. Members move freely and trade among themselves. Now, one of the main objectives of a regional trade organization is to achieve economic cooperation. To achieve economic cooperation. This is the chief aim of establishing these regional trade organizations. Now, when you talk about economic cooperation, it refers to working together in order to achieve economic benefits. So when we talk about economic cooperation in relation to regional trade, we are talking about that act of working together of countries in order to achieve economic benefits. Now, allow me to talk about one example of the regional trade organization in Africa, and this is what we call a common market for Eastern and Southern Africa. In short, C.O.M.E.Sa. Common Market for Eastern and Southern Africa. In short, C.O.M.E.Sa. Now, C.O.M.E.Sa was established in 1981, and it started as a preferential trade area. It started as preferential trade area, in short, PTA. But it later on changed its name to C.O.M.E.Sa, that is Common Market for Eastern Africa, in the year 1994. Now, C.O.M.E.Sa is the largest trade blocks in Africa, and it has its headquarters in Lusaka, that is in Zambia. Now, Tanzania withdrew from C.O.M.E.Sa in 2000. In the year 2000, that is when Tanzania withdrew itself from C.O.M.E.Sa. Now, my dear people, allow me to talk about, allow me to talk about members of C.O.M.E.Sa. Now, C.O.M.E.Sa has 20 member countries, and these ones are countries as follows. C.O.M.E.Sa, C.O.M.E.Sa, countries, countries, Kenya, Uganda, Sudan, Ethiopia, Egypt, Eritrea, Rwanda, Zimbabwe, Zambia, Malawi, Swaziland, Madagascar, Comoros, Burundi, Seychelles, Mauritius, Djibouti, Angola, DRC, Namibia, these are C.O.M.E.Sa countries. People, allow me now to talk about the objectives of C.O.M.E.Sa. When you talk about an objective, it is simply an aim of maybe establishing or doing something. Now, the one of the objective of C.O.M.E.Sa was to promote trade among member countries or member states, and this is the main objective or main aim why C.O.M.E.Sa was started. And I've said C.O.M.E.Sa means Common Market for Eastern and Southern Africa. Another objective is to encourage member countries to produce a variety of goods. Another objective is to eliminate tariffs. When we talk about tariffs, we are talking about taxes, and allow free trade among the member states. Another objective is to promote economic growth of member countries. Another objective is to promote transport and communication. And lastly, to establish a common market for the member countries. My dear pupils, allow me to talk about the benefits of C.O.M.E.Sa. One is that it has led to promotion of trade in the region. Two, it has promoted international cooperation among the member states. Thirdly is that it has promoted agricultural development in the region, since most of the products traded in among the C.O.M.E.Sa countries these are agricultural products. Another benefit is that C.O.M.E.Sa has enabled the countries in the region to reduce reliance on goods and services imported from outside Africa. Another benefit is that competition in the region has helped to improve the quality of goods being traded among the C.O.M.E.Sa states. Another benefit is that it has made essential trade goods and services to be readily available. Another benefit is that it has created employment to thousands of people in the region. Another benefit is that it has improved the standards of living of the people in the region, especially people who take part in this in the trade. Another benefit is that it has encouraged the improvement of transport and communication in the region. Now those are the benefits of C.O.M.E.Sa, my dear pupils. Allow me now to talk about the problems facing C.O.M.E.Sa. One is the production of similar goods, and this is the main problem facing all trade blocks. All the trade blocks that we are going to discuss, you will realize that one major and main problem facing these trade blocks is production of similar goods. Another problem is poor means of transport and communication. Sometimes you find that the roads are impassable, especially during the rain seasons, thus curtailing maybe the smooth carrying out of this trade. Another problem is inadequate funds for investment. Another problem is widespread of poverty and unemployment in the region, which reduces the purchasing power of the people. Another problem is reluctance of some countries to allow free trade in order to protect their domestic market. Another problem is unequal industrial development in the region makes some countries to benefit in the trade more than others. With that, my dear pupils, we have reached at the end of our lesson today, whereby we have learned about this important trade block. Please kindly subscribe to my YouTube to get all these lessons in subjects like mathematics, science, social studies, CRE, Kiswahili, English, and we don't have any charges on your side as you subscribe. Subscription is meant to give you notifications anytime I post a new lesson on my YouTube account. Otherwise, I want to wish you well. Continue working hard. Goodbye.